What's up, everybody? We're just chilling here on this fine day. I'm gonna go into some more details on Star Citizen. Again, this is Tronzilla. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. We're going into a little how-to on the mining aspect of this game. It's one of the best ways to make some moolah. Hope you guys stick around, catch it out, check the tunes out. Let's go. So to start here, we're going to need to go get ourselves into a prospector. It's a mining ship. It's it's a light mining ship, it's considered. Only holds 32 units, but it's not bad for starting. It'll make you some good money. You can rent one of these from any of the refining stations out there. Currently I work mainly at a HURL1. It's pretty close there to the ArcCorp district, and it makes you some serious money. Working out there, you get some good, go down to the motherland, we'll call it, as other people have called it to me. There's a good spot to be picking up some Quantanium, which is one of the best elements in this game to be mining. We'll head on over there in just a minute. Just giving you an idea, over here is this new deal. This is where you can purchase one of these prospectors. They actually have one on display here, right on the left as we're walking up. You just walk up these consoles. Once you get yourself some money, purchase any of these ships here. It's where you actually get the prospector from Lorville. So this is the place I actually chose to start the game off in. But we're gonna go ahead and head on over to ARCL1. All right, over here on ARCL1, got the prospector out. Go ahead, hop in here, take a little tour down to the Lyria moon of the ArcCorp district. It's one of the best places I've found to do some mining. It's rich in multiple elements, but specifically Quantanium. It's fairly easy to find them. As we get closer there, it'll start to make a little more sense to you. We definitely have done very well going here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in, get us on over there. Alright, so when you're pulling up to Lyria, the place we're going to be looking for, as you can see, there's many jump points. You may have to search around a little bit. Many of them should be accessible to you. You can jump, do a partial jump to the other side of the planet if it's somewhere else. But we're going to be looking for the SAL2 jump point. It's a Stubborn Mining Factory, I believe is what the name is. We're about to look at it here in just a second once we locate it. But once you get flying on over there, that's one of the better locations I've found. Kind of gives you a consistent point to keep jumping to, so you're not just aimlessly flying around the moon trying to find a good spot to mine. This has definitely been a solid quadrant for me. You can jump on over there. As you show up, we'll see that once we get here, you're going to see there's many locations where multiple nodes will pop up on your screen at once. There'll be like little white boxes to start, and they turn into like little, I don't know, I guess they're supposed to be like a rock symbol. It looked like a shield to me from a distance when I first started. Typically, if you find, 2 or more in a patch, you'll notice that you're likely to be in Quantanium when you're mining on this planet. You'll find many patches of multiple nodes that you can mine. First thing you're going to want to do is we're going to roll up to the rock, get within an optimal range where you can start to scan it, and we're going to pull out the mining tool. Now the scan process with the mining tool out will automatically start doing it. As you can see on the right side of the hood, it populated some metrics for us, and didn't necessarily like that particular node. I'm looking at this one at like 8,000 pounds. We're seeing that it's we're probably not going to be able to crack it. So we're going to go ahead and move on here in just a second. We'll zip right through all this here. Once we roll up on to a set of nodes that we can mine, first thing I'll do is, scan them, make sure everything looks kosher. We can, work with the material, like with the current setup in the prospector at about 5,000 pounds. I can't mine much more than that at the time. So we're going to go ahead and, skip through anything that's, north of 6,000 pounds. With some modules, you can crack them still. But once you do find one that you do want to crack, you're going to want to go ahead and, get locked in on it. Usually there's a sweet spot on the rock, and you can see on the left side of the hood, there's like an optimal bar that will help you know if you're close enough to be cracking it. And you're going to want to increase power. Some of us have different key mapping set up for this, but like base key map, you can use the scroll wheel and the mouse. You scroll up, it will increase power, scroll down will decrease power. You're going to want to do that till you get yourself up into that green section. It's going to be your optimal window. Typically, once you get in there, the material will become way more volatile, or meaning like that power bar or the heat. I believe that's what that's trying to tell you, is like how hot that rock's getting. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna want to back the power up, as you can see I did there. Just slowly, just until you see it start to plane back out, because once it hits the green, it's gonna start to skyrocket a little bit as it becomes more unstable. And you're going to want to ride that green section out till the rock cracks. That was a clean crack there. And you're going to want to repeat the process for the smaller chunks that are produced. Each one of these chunks will have a certain amount of material in it that you can work with. A lot of times you're looking for something north of 10%. In this particular situation, it's not north of 10%, but I have another node behind me that is it's a 50% rock that will crack here in just a moment. But that is, we'll break all these down in their smallest material that we can before we actually go and start picking it up. Reason to do that is because it's gonna, as soon as you start picking up Quantanium, it becomes volatile. And you can tell, like, when you're hovering over these, anything that's volatile, when you scan it, will show up in red in the material over there on the right hand side when the scan's done. You can see that Quantanium is showing up red there, just indicating that's a volatile payload if you ever pick that up. Now to switch over to start picking this stuff up, we're going to hit our right mouse button and just start picking up everything that is Quantanium. Again, like I said, we break everything down to its until it's that purple outline, meaning that we can extract it. Once you get that far, you can go ahead and pick everything on up. As we go through this here, you'll see that on the right hand side it shows you what your load is consisting of and how many units. We have 32 units of capacity, as I mentioned before. We'll just go and repeat this extraction process till we're full, and then once we're there, we're going to go ahead and get back to ARCL1 as fast as possible, again because of that volatile payload. I believe it's 13-minute countdown. Basically, you just get back there as quick as you can, get yourself landed, get back down to the refinery, and we'll talk about setting up your payload here. So as we're coming in the refinery, you're gonna go down that elevator and rest and relaxation, and each of these refineries I've seen is very similar. Every one of them, you're gonna come in here, walk down to a little office above the mining sales location, I guess, or whatever you'd want to call that, like the mining store. There's a bunch of equipment in there and mining modules that you can pick up. You can walk over here. I'm just showing you, this is where you can sell the material raw. You can come in here, pick your prospector, and it'll give you an idea how much that Quantanium is worth, 134,000. Woo! But here's the refining station. This will pay you out infinitely more. Basically what you do is, at least what I do, is I try to stack up the jobs themselves, or the work orders. So I don't mind if the process takes longer. So if you open up this drop down up here, once we pick our elements that we're going to mine, this drop down, you can see there's different processes. Each one has a different speed and cost to the amount of money it's going to take to actually produce that yield in the refinery, because you do have to pay a little bit of a surcharge to get this done. But once that goes through, you set your work order up. It's kind of a set it and forget it, go mine some more, go do some deliveries, which we'll get into in another video, how to do that successfully and try to be as safe as possible with it. But basically that's it. You do a few of these, you got a 13-hour wait on those, but you come back next day and they're ready for you. As you can see, I did 4 the previous night, and they're just sitting here waiting for me to go make some money. But you know, as everybody's, hope this helped somebody out, anybody. You know, we'll see. See you at another video sometime. Hope you guys enjoy. Please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Helps us out. This is all brand new to us. I'm just doing it for fun. But hey, help the channel out if you can. All right, man. Have a good day, people.